to Emerils Table. If you ever visited a Greek pastry shop, you have seen the magic that they can create with phyllo dough. So today, I'm sharing my recipes for a honey-soaked and butter-drenched baklava. And then I'm going to show you how to turn phyllo into a little golden crisp cup for my classic tuna tartare with homemade spicy mayonnaise. So why don't you come and join me at my table? Well, today it's about the magic of phyllo dough, and it really is magical. The layers, the sheets, how you buy it, what you can do with it, whether it's savory like spanakopita or sweet like baklava, which we're going to make today, or rolled. There's just so many things that you can actually do with phyllo dough. But joining me at my table are newlywed couples who want to keep the kitchen spark in their marriage going. So welcome, Dara, Chris, Alejandra, and Eugene. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome. So how long ago were you married? January. So, yes. Like recent, very recent.
We're seasoned veterans. We're a year and a half.
Fun honeymoon?
Amazing. Actually, in Greece.
In Greece. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So you must have had a lot of phyllo.
Chris is Greek himself, so...
So you do have a lot of phyllo. You sleep with phyllo. So who cooks? Who cooks in your house?
I'm the cook.
Alejandra?
Yes.
What do you cook?
I cook everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I do a lot of Puerto Rican food because I'm Puerto Rican.
I love it.
But also Italian food. I'm from Jersey, and I lived in Italy for a little while, so I love Italian food.
How about you? You do a little cooking?
I don't do cooking.
That's why you married Alejandra?
Yeah.
All the eating, yes.
I live in the kitchen.
I love it. Who cooks in your house?
This one.
Really?
I cook, yeah.
So, Chris, you do all the cooking.
I do.
Do you do mostly Greek food?
No, I do some Greek food. Not
There's a Greek touch to everything, I think. A lot of feta.
Yeah.
A lot of tomatoes. A lot of lemon.
Yeah. Chicken?
A lot of chicken. He's very adventurous, though, whereas I'm a little cautious,
Right.
I think, when it comes to cooking.
All right. So, have you ever made baklava before?
Yes.
You have? So you're familiar with phyllo dough?
Yeah.
Not easy to work with,
No.
as you know.
No.
People at home, you can buy this in the grocery store, in the frozen section. You can go to specialty stores. Comes in a box, and generally inside of it is phyllo dough that's wrapped. Now, for this baklava, what we're going to do is a couple of things. We're going to sort of start this syrup first, which is the syrup after it's layered. In Greek, basically, phyllo means a leaf, right? Very thin like a leaf. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with water and some sugar and about a cup of honey. That's about a cup. And then what we're going to do is use the juice of a lemon, preferably no seeds, although all the seeds came out on it. Yeah, we'll take care of that later. They just don't make seedless lemons. All right, so now what we're going to do, guys, for the syrup is now we're going to stir this, turn the heat on, about medium heat, and we want to dissolve the sugar in the honey and in the water. Have you made this before, Chris?
I have, yeah.
Awesome. So then we want to flavor it. So we're going to flavor it with a couple of cinnamon sticks, a nice pinch of ground clove, very strong, by the way, and a pinch of cardamom. Okay, just a little pinch of that. So let's just bring that up. Now let's talk about the phyllo itself. Very, very tricky to work with this. As soon as you expose it to air, you got to stop working with it, okay? So I don't want to do that yet because one of the key ingredients beside the syrup for baklava, this tissue-thin layer of pastry dough, is nuts. So I have some pistachios that I've already crushed, whole pistachios. Now what I want to do is I want to add almonds and I want to add walnuts. I have a double bag. Usually when I learned how to make this, I was taught that you have to sort of hand chop the nuts. Couldn't use a food processor because it would bring out too much of the oil right away and the texture wouldn't be right. So I was taught about hand chopping this. So now what we're going to do is we want to take a double-lined bag And then what we're just going to do, guys, is with a rolling pin like this, we're just going to crush the nuts like this.
How fine does it have to be?
Well, you know, it should be fine enough, not a powder,
Okay.
but it shouldn't have a lot of texture either. So we're just going to crush the nuts like this. Again, a food processor just brings out too much of the oils. All right, so we're crushing the nuts here. Our syrup is on. What we're going to do now, guys, is this. We're going to pour this inside of a bowl. So now we can basically work with this. And now we're going to expose the phyllo dough.
Could you use any kind of mix of nuts, or?
Yeah, you can. Usually pistachios is in them.
Okay.
Almond, walnuts, but you can use other nuts as well.
Great.
Absolutely, you can be a little creative with that. So now we've exposed the phyllo dough. Obviously, if you buy it and it's in the frozen section, you want to thaw it out, and then you want to open it up. Now, when I said about exposed, you can't let the air get to it. You got to work with it right away. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to start with some melted butter and layer the bottom layer of our pan. Now, as thick as you want to do this. So we're going to take one layer of phyllo, fold it in half, okay? And we're going to use that on the bottom layer, just like that. You guys are with me?
Yes.
Now, we're going to take the butter, and don't be chipsy with it. See, if it was, the air got to it and it was exposed, guys, guess what? It would just curl up and crinkle up, and it'd be, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add a layer of nuts to this on the bottom.
If that happens, is there any way to reconstitute it?
Yeah, it's very, very tough, which is why I tell people not to do that. We're going to take another layer, okay? And make sure you just get one layer. Again, we're going to take one layer, we're going to fold it over. It's exposed because we're working with it. Now, take that layer, and then what we're going to do is take the melted butter again, and another layer of melted butter. We're going to do that 7 layers, okay? The syrup is just simmering away on the stove. You can smell it in here. We're going to preheat the oven 350 degrees. When we come back at Emerils' table, it's baklava, baby. Yes, indeed. All right, cheers, guys. Have a little. All right.